So you're not from China, but you're still bullish the Chinese economy and you want to trade some Chinese stocks. Well, how do you actually go about doing that? In this video I show you how, and I give you 5 of my favourite stocks that I look at the moment. Hello, I'm Stephen Hode, trader and founder of The Stock Punter. So before we can carry on, a risk warning for you to pay close attention to. The content in this video is not investment advice, so please seek the advice, help of financial professionals or financial advisors before investing and trading. And trading and investing involves a high degree of risk and your money is at risk, so be very careful. So with that out the way, let's get on with the analysis. Now, access for anyone who's from outside China to trade or invest in Chinese stocks is extremely difficult, but there is a simple way. Now, those Chinese companies want to expand globally and they look for foreign stock exchange is to sit on, and they often go to America first and they float on those exchanges and they come under something called an ADR. So what is an ADR? So the ADR, that stands for American Depository Receipt, is a negotiable certificate and it's given out by a US depository bank and it represents a given number of shares in a foreign company's stock. Now, why does the foreign company want to do that and get one of these ADR certificates? It's because they want to expand globally, raise more finance in a foreign country, in this instance the US, and it gives them access into those markets, and it allows obviously investors and traders like us, the ability to get involved with that stock. And it doesn't just have to be Chinese companies, it could be UK, European, Australian, anywhere around the world, as long as they have that ADR certificate. And I suppose the obvious upside is, as you would probably already have guessed, is that it gives us that access. And how can we trade those? Well, we could be just using our standard US stock account. If we're in the States, we could have an international stock trading account if we're from around the world, anywhere, or we might trade it using CFDs or spread betting. So there's a lot of options out there for you, but what's great for us is that the ADR and that mechanism allows us access into markets that we previously would have found hard to enter and were shut to us. There are many websites out there going to list all these ADRs, and I found a good one called Stock Market MBA that you can see on the screen now, and it listed the 452 ADRs on the US stock exchange at the moment. Now, if we take a closer look at that, I sorted it by country. Pressing the button there, you can see a lot from Argentina there, but if we scroll down, it's going to give you an idea how many stocks come from China that are listed there. We can see Alibaba at the front, and then we just keep going and going and going and going. It's just loads of Chinese companies on the US stock market at the moment, and you see my fingers getting sore scrolling through here. We finally end here with China Finance Online. So if you want to find out the ADRs, just type it into Google search and you'll find many lists. And like I said, this one's called Stock Market MBA, and it lists out the name of the company, the sectors it's in, its market cap. You can analyze it further. Nice little website. And if you're interested in focusing more specifically on those Chinese stocks, there's a great list there for you. But as that list is quite extensive, you probably want to focus in more specifically, and there are what I call, I suppose, a short list of stocks that I look at from this ADR sector, and here is just some of them. They cover all sectors really, and there's internet companies, electric vehicle companies, educational companies, many different types: financials, healthcare, real estate. They're all covered in there, but the ones, like I said, that I focus more on are like Alibaba, JD.com, Tencent, VipShop, Trip.com, Baidu, NetEase, Bilibili, Pinduoduo, Webull, Neo, Xpeng, Li Auto, Bide, New Oriental, DD Global, Yatsen 360 Digital, and Futo Holdings. So that's just a list of some of those that I look at, but what 5 would I focus on currently that show, the most potential? So let's take a look at those 5 now. First up is NetEase, and they are one of the largest internet and video games companies in the world. They're an infotech company, and they provide online services centered on like content, community, communications and commerce. It's not a very old company, goes back to 1997, and like I said, it operates and develops online PC and mobile games, and also benefits from advertising services, email services, etc. Now you can see in the chart we've got 2 years of history there. It's a daily Heikin-Ashi chart with a 200 moving average. It looks quite solid as a something to look at going forwards. My second selection is a company called Webull. Think of them as the Chinese Google. They're a microblogging website. They've been around for just over a decade. They are the biggest social media platform in China. I think they have over 450 million monthly active users, if not more. They've made a load of money, great with advertising, impressive earnings, and as we can see from the chart, they've had a bit of a flat period through 20, a bit negative, but have started to perform once more. Third up is Baidu. Now these guys are a very interesting company. They have the second largest search engine in the world. They are a multinational technology company specializing in internet related services and artificial intelligence, and more recently I've been reading that they're getting into electric vehicles with various partnerships. So they've been a very successful company for nearly 2 decades now, and if we look at the chart, the price has been quite flat for most of 2020, then it really took off into 2021 and has since pulled back and is starting to consolidate. Now my last 2 choices are both EV car manufacturers, and first up is NIO. They're headquartered in Shanghai. They specialise in electric vehicles. They have their own Formula E team, and they are a very popular day trading stock at the moment. And as we can see, the price has built up on the chart over 2020, a slight pullback, and it looks like it's hovering around that 200 black line moving average and maybe looking to rebuild from there. Finally, we have BYD Auto, and BYD stands for Build Your Dreams. It's a automotive subsidiary of BYD Co Limited, and it's a relatively new company, about 17 years old, and Bide bought Xinchuan Automobile Company to build from there, and they produce cars, buses, trucks, electric bikes, forklifts and rechargeable batteries. And with the massive expansion of EV sales in China, then this could be one to keep an eye on. Now, something really important to think about if you want to invest in these type of stocks, these ADR stocks, you've got to really look into their origin and the country they come from, because of the political risk involved. Now, as we've seen, Chinese government could change their mind on how their companies operate at any moment, so you could be at risk of losing your investment totally. So bear that in mind. It's my big risk tip there, that it's like buyer beware. The upsides could be great, but the downsides could be greater still. So really do your research and have confidence in your trading strategy before investing in these stocks. We've learnt about ADRs and how to access these Chinese stocks. I've shown you how you can find a list of ADRs. I've also focused in on 5 Chinese stocks that I really like at the moment. So I hope you found that all useful, and if you've liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive future further notifications of content like this that I'm going to produce. And also leave your comments below on what Chinese stocks that you trade, or whether you think they're too risky, what strategies you got. Like I said, put them in the comments below and let's get the discussion going. So all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.